Because I am also consider myself one of the protectors of PvP.
We're all screwed.
Guys might be a little rough.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Bring your friends here, Countless here, whatever you want to call me. Today I wanted to make a quick video going over the guild chat that I saw on the Gw2 live stream a couple days ago. I couldn't believe my eyes, but we're just going to review it because this definitely needs a response from somebody, and I just figured I'd put my word out on it. So let's just go over what I'm going to review here, said from Mr. Hugh himself.
Obviously, we have to think about the whole game when it comes to balance, right? Because we don't want to be like balancing for a specific game mode, right? Holistically, we have to think of the whole game. I challenge again the PvP community to think about that when you make suggestions, when you think about the game mode. Will that affect PvE? Will that affect World v World? The change you're suggesting, that thing you're feeling, right? And then think about that and make suggestions.
All right, here's my suggestion. Give up the mentality that you're going to balance the game as a whole, because it's not working. And I have a wonderful example here to show you, going over in very easy steps. So let's go over it. So this is Guild Wars 2's current mentality when it comes to balance. So say if I have a wonderful idea of what I'm going to use, or like, so say if I have a wonderful idea for Mesmer. So it's the golden egg. So let's continue. So under the current mentality, you have to think about the game as a whole. So this is thinking about the game as a whole. Scrolling down, apply filter. So PvE, PvP, or World v World filter. So now you have to, like, oh, okay, so now how will this affect PvP? So let's just say, for example, the idea is for PvP, right? So we're like, okay, how is it going to affect PvE? How is it going to affect World v World? So that is already restricting our ideas. So going down again, another filter. How is it going to affect, let's say the first one was PvE. Let's say, okay, so how is this going to affect World v World now, this idea that I have? And then going down to the bottom, you have shit result, because if you choose to balance the game as a whole like this, every idea that you have to start off with is not going to end up the same as how you envisioned it, because you have to think about other things that have nothing to do with your idea in the first place. Like, as I said in a previous video, the only way you can achieve balance is if you balance all three game modes individually. Bad gimme. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. You cannot live under this false realization that if you have an idea to improve something, that it's going to turn out the same way, because after going through so many filters, as in thinking about how it'll affect other game modes, because it has nothing to do with those other game modes. Like, you have to understand that. I don't know how else to explain it to you in simpler words, even with a diagram or, you know, fucking example. It's just like, oh, it blows my mind. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else at this point would just be me repeating myself, and nobody wants to put up with that shit. So summing up, you can't balance the game thinking about other game modes, because they have nothing to do with the game mode that you're trying to, you know, suggest an idea for. It just doesn't make sense. The community would rather wait longer for you to separate the balance between all three game modes and come out with a good product than to experience what we're experiencing now in the Guild Wars 2 community. At least I'm not, because I'm not playing, but I still care about the game, so therefore I'm still making videos giving suggestions and ideas on how to improve the game. And then once the game gets better, then I'll come back and play it, and everything will be happy. So thanks for watching. Hopefully I got my point across. This is Countless. Bring your friends. I'm out of here. See you guys.
We're all screwed.